Okay, today we're looking at math lesson 12.1, tell and write time to the minutes. The spark you're learning, or the I can tell and write time to the nearest minute. So not to the 5 minutes, but to the minute. I can tell and write time to the nearest minute. Spark your learning. A movie is scheduled to start at 2:30, but it will now start at 5 minutes after. At what time will the movie start? Show the time. So it was going to start at 2:30. So we're supposed to find out where 2:30 is. So if it's 2:30, our hour hand is going to be about halfway between the 2 and the 3, right? Yeah. Okay. And our minute hand, we're going to count by, what did I say? 5. So everybody's eyes should be up here while we're counting. Everybody's eyes should be up here while we're counting. We're going to start at the 12 and we're going to say 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's what time was supposed to start at 2:30. But now it's going to start 5 minutes later. So that is at 2:35. Okay, does it say afternoon or morning? Nope, so we don't know. Okay? No, it doesn't say. How is the time shown on the clock above different from the time shown on the digital clock? So what time does the digital clock say? Where is the digital clock?
There is no digital clock.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, the digital clock shows the digits instead of using the hour and minute hand. Okay, so we wrote the digital time. Anytime you write it with the colon, that's the digital time. Okay. Build your understanding. Jose sees the clock when his class arrives at the fire department. For a field trip, find the time shown on the clock. What does the hour hand show you? What time is it between? Here's the hour hand.
9.
Between 9 and 10, right? So it's after 9, but it has not yet gotten to 10. So the time is between 9 and 10. Okay? Okay, and it says think. Between what two numbers is the hour hand pointing? Okay, and the hour hand is the shorter hand. I kind of drew it out there, but it's the shorter hand. Okay? It says, how can you count the minutes on the clock? What would be the first thing we would do?
Count by 5.
We would count by 5s. Okay? So after we get to the 10s, to 10, are we going to be able to count by 5s anymore? No, because the hand doesn't go all the way down to the 3. So we're going to have to start counting by 1. Each little line between the numbers is worth 1 minute, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start here at the 12, and we said we're going to say 0, 5, 10, and then we're going to go 11, 12, 13, and 14. So we already said the hour was what up above? 9. Okay, so it's 9 what?
9:14.
Okay, let's keep adding to our writing here. So we're going to say, then count the marks by 1s from 2 to where the minute hand points. 11, 12, 13. Okay, here we go. Then, THEN, count the marks by 1s from 2 to where the minute hand point. Okay, so what time does the clock show then? We already said the hour was between 9 and 10, so it was 9 o'clock. Then we put a colon, and how many minutes after 9 was it? 14. So it's 9:14. And it says, what numbers can you write on the digital clock that the class arrives? What are we going to write in our digital clock? 9:14 again. A minute is a unit used to measure the short amount of times. In 1 minute, the minute hand moves from one mark to the next on the analog clock. So the clock with the face is called an analog clock. That's what clock we have on the wall. The clock where it just shows the digits is a digital clock. So this is just saying a minute is a short unit of time, and each one of the little marks between the numbers stands for 1 minute. What are two ways you can read this time? We can read it as 9 what? 9:14.
You want to write that in word form?
Yep. 9:14 or what? 14 minutes after 9. Step it out. Liz looks at the digital clock during a tour of the post office. What time does the clock show? What time does it say? Okay, so we're going to show that time on the analog clock. Now, how many minutes are in an hour? Do you remember? 60. So at 47 minutes after, is our hour hand going to be closer to the 1 or closer to the 2? Is 47 closer to 60 or to 1? 60. So we're going to draw our hour hand a little bit closer to the 2. Okay? And then we're going to go around 47 minutes. So what happens when we start at 12? We say what? 0. 0. 5. 15. 30. 35. 40. 45. Now, can we count by 5s anymore? No. 46. 47. So that's where we would end up. So our long hand, our minute hand, would come over here to the 47 and touch the line. Okay? So it says write the hour. Okay? We're not going to write the whole time. They just wanted to know the hour. So we can say 1 or 1. You choose. How many minutes after the hour does the hand show? Count by 5. So we're going to write down the times, what we counted. We did 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, once we got to 45, we did 46, and 47. So it's 47 minutes after the hour. Okay, so here we're going to put it in words. 40, and we're going to maybe. 40. Don't forget the hyphen between 40 and 7. And it's after what hour? 1. All right, D says how many minutes before the hour does the minute hand show? Now it says count by 5s and then by 1s in the opposite direction. So we're going to start at the 12 and we're going to count back to where our minute hand landed. So we're from 12 to 11 is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So 10 plus 3 is how many minutes before the hour? 13. Remember, we started at the 12, we went back 5, 10, and then we had to keep going 3 more minutes to get to our, and then so they want you to list how you counted. So we started at 12, we went 0, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay? Minutes, so it's 13 minutes before 2, right? The hour, it says. Okay. So it is 13 minutes before 2. Okay, I want you to go ahead and check your understanding on your own. And then come back and check it if you're watching the video. Then I'm going to put some stuff up for on your own. And you can come back and check that. No talking. Okay, so the time on check your understanding is 7:21. Go ahead and go to the back. On the back, I want you to do 3. You don't have to do 2. Do 3, 4, and 5. Make sure you read carefully.